Okay, let's continue with connectivity at the moment and we'll do all of that side of things. If we go to the extras menu now, again, we know we need 3 buttons for extras. We also need a button to go back to the main menu. So again, we need 4 buttons this time. So if you can delete the others, I'm going to leave a gap there just so I know where the main is. Again, we can name them. So it's just extra 1, extra 2, extra 3, and main menu. So let's do the buttons here again. So you know that extra 1, you've already named your tracks. So you've got extra 1, 2, and 3. So you should tell the buttons to play the tracks, and then you should tell the tracks what to do when they're finished. This time you might want to tell the tracks when they're finished to go back to the extras menu because you want people to go through the DVD in that way. So the same connectivity as we did before. Track needs started, track, extra 1, track. End jump, so again back to the tracks on the left. End jump, I will make it to the menu extras. You have the different buttons here as well, so you could tell that to go to the next button along so that the cursor is highlighting the next extra, just if you want to help the viewer navigate through the DVD. So track 2, we'll go to that menu, go to the third button. So they should all be set up now. Again, we can go through, click them, it tells you which tracks sorted. Main menu, go back to main menu. It's obvious, isn't it? It's obvious. Let's take another simulate on that now. So this time if I go to the extras menu, you can see it's named them all. And check the main menu button itself, takes us back to the main. So everything is working fine so far. Okay, let's add chapters now, and then we can do the chapters menu before we move on. So if you're adding chapters in DVD Studio Pro, you'll do it just by dragging to the right point. So that'll be between these adverts. We can stretch out so that we can see the frames clearly. And just click above the ruler and you'll get a chapter mark there. You can then shimmy it across and find where the first frame is that you want. Okay, so that's the first frame of that, and it'll show you the frame in bottom right again. So if you add chapters for each of your clips, or just as an example on your film. Okay, 4 chapters. It always defaults with a chapter at the beginning as well, so that always appears. Okay, with our chapters there, let's go to our chapters menu. I have 4 chapters and I have 6 buttons here, so 2 of those buttons I do not need. So to change the buttons, if you right click or control click on your button, you can change it from convert button to drop zone. A drop zone will mean you just add an image instead of making it connect to anything. You can see there the button icon goes, so it's just a drop zone now. So I need to do that for 2. At the bottom here I have the main menu and back and next. So at the moment I only need the main menu, so get rid of the buttons we don't need. Okay, let's set the main menu. The main menu will go to the main menu. Okay, the only difference then with the buttons, button 1, chapter 1. The target this time will be track 1 again, and then you can see I have my chapter marks there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. These areas for images here, let's just drag some images in, you can do the rest yourselves. So my first one here is Born Free, so I'll drag that. So drag the video track and drop it, and that's a set asset. So that's the first frame of that video. If I click on it, you can see there's motion. If you leave motion on, it's just going to play through the whole film, which is really not what we want. You could put small clips in so that it just loop and play that certain little clip. If you add movement, it's going to add size to the disc, make it longer to author, and also mean you can fit less other elements onto it. So if we take the motion off, and you can also find the frame that you want to show in your screen. So they're all very straightforward to do, and that's the same for the main menu or any areas where there's a space for an image, just do the same thing. Okay, sorry about the breasts. And just a quick look at the extras menu, same thing. So this is a drop zone here. Again, set the asset, click, take the motion off, and just find a still. The stuff I've gone through so far is on a document handout as well, which you probably find in DFM3A or 3B, but it'll be in the course materials of one of them. So new things that we can do now. Let's first do the most simple. If you want to add music to a menu, let's go to the main menu here, and in your bottom right button, in the General tab, you've got an audio area here. So you can use the plus sign to find music in your desktop or in your folder. Again, if it's in the same folder as all your clips, then you're not going to lose anything, everything stays together. Or if you've brought it on already, which I did, you can just drag and drop the song over. Okay, duration is 343, so it'll loop 343. Okay, so now if I go to the main menu, simulate, there's what I would call music. Okay, to add a commentary. On our main film here, we want to have a commentary track as well. You can see we've got audio 1 and 2. It defaults up to audio 8, so you could have 7 more commentaries or different audio dubs if you wish. I've just got this extra audio track, so if I drag and drop that underneath, it'll play from the beginning. So what we need to do now, the play film with commentary. Target main film, but if you go to advanced, you have streams, so audio is now set to audio stream 2. You can see it says audio stream 2 because we've got a clip in there. The other thing I went to is if you want an Easter egg. An Easter egg is a hidden extra. So the most basic way to do this, if you go to extras there, with your cursor just draw a square and you can see straight away it becomes a button. Target not set over here. I'll just set that to one of the tracks I already have so that you can see it as an example. The button will be invisible, there is no text in there or anything else, okay? So that's how that works. So if you go to simulate, that was the extras menu I'd added it to, and with my cursor you can see when I go up here my finger's on, so there's a button up here as well. Okay, if you're just doing it on a DVD player and you've just got the up and down, you can go to a point where there's no cursor and you know that the cursor must be somewhere else. So it's up in this area where I'd put the button. Hit return or click on it and there's the extra.